Once a month, the government releases a single report that can swing trillions of dollars in market value in a matter of minutes. And here's the strange part. A strong jobs report, lots of new jobs, a healthy economy, will often send the stock market down. A weak one can send it up. If that feels backwards, it is. And understanding why is the key to understanding how Wall Street actually thinks. The report is officially called the Employment Situation, published by the Bureau of Labor Statistics on the first Friday of almost every month at 8:30 in the morning Eastern Time. Most people just call it the Jobs Report, or non-farm payrolls. It's built from two big surveys, one of households, one of employers, and it lands as a handful of headline numbers traders have been waiting on all week. The headline figure is non-farm payrolls, how many jobs the economy added or lost last month across most of the economy outside of farm work. Underneath it sits the unemployment rate, the share of people who want a job and can't find one. Then comes average hourly earnings, which tells you how fast wages are rising. And quietly, often the most important of all, the revisions, updated figures for the previous couple of months, because the first estimate is rarely the final word. So why does a strong report sometimes sink stocks? The answer runs through the Federal Reserve. The Fed is charged with keeping people employed while keeping prices stable. The jobs report is its single best monthly read on how hot the economy is running. And the market isn't really reacting to the jobs themselves. It's reacting to what those jobs mean for interest rates. Here's the chain. A blockbuster jobs number with wages climbing fast tells the Fed the economy is running hot, which raises the risk of inflation. To cool that, the Fed holds interest rates high or pushes them higher. And higher rates are a headwind for stocks. Borrowing costs more, and safe bonds start to look more attractive than risky shares. So good economic news becomes bad market news. Now run it the other way. A soft jobs number gives the Fed room to cut rates. Cheaper money, a tailwind for stocks. That's why traders sometimes cheer a weak report. But there's a limit. If the number comes in too weak, it stops signaling rate cuts are coming and starts signaling a recession is coming. And then stocks fall for the opposite reason. The market is walking a tightrope between too hot and too cold. This is why the raw number on its own tells you almost nothing. What matters is the number against expectations. Economists publish a forecast ahead of time, and it's the surprise, the gap between what happened and what was expected, that actually moves markets. A report that would have looked great a year ago can disappoint if everyone was expecting even more. So the jobs report isn't really a scorecard for the economy. It's a message to the Federal Reserve, and the market is trying to read the Fed's reply before it arrives. Once you see it that way, the paradox disappears. The next time stocks drop on a morning, the headlines are calling great news for workers. You'll know exactly what just happened. Wall Street wasn't grading the economy. It was pricing the Fed. We cover the markets on the days that actually matter, with explainers when it helps. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. We'll see you next time.